A surprise appearance on the Hill this afternoon, since it looks like former Attorney General Bill Barr, it appears, met with the January 6th Select Committee. This is him captured on camera coming out of the conference room where the committee meets. Barr, remember, had resisted the push by former President Trump to help overturn the legitimate 2020 election results. And NBC News can confirm somebody who's been more receptive to that idea, Pennsylvania Republican Senate candidate Doug Mastriano, gubernatorial candidate, is now cooperating with the committee. Mastriano was seen on the 6th inside the restricted area of the Capitol as rioters rushed in the building. I want to bring in NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent Ali Rafa. Okay, Ali, do we know anything else about this Bill Barr spotting, if you will, and what else the committee wants to know?
Well, not too surprisingly, former Attorney General Bill Barr didn't stop to answer any reporter questions when he walked out of this conference room that he met with the January 6th committee. But also not too surprisingly, Hallie, is the fact that he did speak with the January 6th committee, because we learned back in mid-May that he was in talks with the committee to speak formally. That comes after we know that he spoke informally with several committee members before that. So he is now as of now, the highest-ranking former Trump administration official to speak before the committee. We know that he actually resigned several weeks before the January 6th insurrection at the Capitol in mid-December. Despite that, Hallie, there's still a lot of information he could offer the committee, because he was with former President Trump before, during, and after the election. He has said in a book that he published earlier this year, as well as in several TV interviews, one with our own Lester Holt, that after the election, he opened several probes as Attorney General to look into whether former President Trump's claims of widespread voter fraud were true. He said that after he looked into this, after he found out that there is no widespread voter fraud, that he told former President Trump, he said Trump was furious, and he then offered his resignation in mid-December. But what he can offer the committee is really a sense of former President Trump's thinking before, during, and after the election. Information as to what went into those probes, what they talked about, former President Trump's feelings. He said he was furious, just talking about what really went on in the room when he had these conversations with Trump. I think the real gut check here, though, Hallie, is that he's just the latest former member of Trump's inner circle to speak with the committee. In the last couple months, we've heard of Rudy Giuliani, Ivanka Trump, Jared Kushner speaking with the committee. So it's no guarantee that his testimony is able to kind of check off these outstanding boxes on the committee's to-do list. But what it does tell us is that the committee is still actively gathering as much information as it can to be able to tell the most comprehensive version of what happened on January 6th when those public hearings begin on June 9th, Hallie.